Good afternoon, parents. It is like 20 days until the end of the year. It is Sunday, December 14th. I'm recording this actually on Saturday before graduation in the morning. But despite having less than 20 days left in the year, it's a little bit busy. This might be a longer video as we just go over a couple of things for the Christmas holiday as well as for beginning next year. I have my notes down here. Hopefully not too distracting. I have my calendar up as well. Make sure I don't stumble over any of the dates. So let's get cracking. First of all, the ornaments, I got as many as I have, and I'm working to get the rest. So if you have not got an ornament, please do let me know. I'm going to add it to my list. I'm going to go back to my supplier and go, where'd they go? Because I want to make sure I get the ornaments for everyone for Christmas. I do have two over here that have not been picked up. So, well, come into class. Once you come into class, I'll make sure I give you the ornament. Then we have our spectacular. So this is hosted by Eagle Academy, one of our sister schools, but a couple of different local schools all kind of feed into this big spectacular. This is Sunday, December 21st at 3 p.m. So again, I'm recording this on Saturday. So today, later today, you're going to all earn your belts at graduation or in the week following. You can again earn that belt on stage. There is a $10 spectator fee to help cover the cost of the venue because they're going to be doing this at Matea Valley High School in the Aurora area. It is an option. It's a plus one. I think it's a good plus one. It's a good way to dip your toes in water, a good way for the kids to have a chance to be on stage because at this age, maybe they have not been on stage. And it's a good way for them to see the higher ranks, the adults, right? They can't imagine being a black belt yet. Not really. Like they can imagine, they don't know what it means. They can picture, they can envision being a green belt. When they see that 11, 12, 13-year-old green belt or 8, 9, 10-year-old green belt even on stage getting that belt, they can put themselves in their shoes and that can help encourage them to continue on this long goal, this long journey to black belt. So that is again next Sunday, the 21st at 3 p.m. I'd have to double check the sheet for the exact deadline for that. And in fact, because YouTube won't let me put links in the description down below yet, I'm going to be posting those links in an email that's going out later today as well. Then the next thing on my list, um, from the 24th to the 31st, I'll be closed. So Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve, there'll be no class. There'll be class that Monday and Tuesday, though, the 22nd and 23rd. I will be here, as well as Thursday the 1st. I will be here, Thursday, January 1st of 2026. There will be class. That's one of my more favorite classes of the year because what we'll do is we'll do a smattering of everything. Your first push-ups, your first jumping jacks, your first forms, your first duck and jump. We'll just do basically a survey course of all of karate for the kids so that they get the first of everything on that first day of the year. So again, no class from the 24th to the 31st. Rest of the schedule will be as normal on the 22nd, 23rd, as well as starting back on January 1st, back to our normal schedule. Lastly, and I save this for right about now, right around the graduation time, is I like to check in with my families quarterly. And for my newer families, you're going, what are you talking about? You haven't checked in with us ever. For my older families, like, oh yeah, that's a thing you did before your kid was born, wasn't it? Yeah, yes, it was. So I want to get back to trying to touch base with you guys quarterly and starting now. So in the either in the description below or in that email that's coming out separately, there's going to be a link to schedule a quick 20-minute conference call. They're all in the evening. If you don't like evenings, email me or text me separately. We can find a daytime or a weekend that we can chat a little bit. But I want to make sure that we're on the same page. I want to make sure that we're driving down the same road to go in the same direction, that you are getting what you were looking for out of the program, that you have all the questions answered, and honestly, I get feedback, right? Nobody works well in a vacuum. So getting the feedback about your kids is good for you, and getting the feedback about the classes is good for me. So please do schedule those quarterly meetings for late December, early January. And then last little bit. Normally, the week right after graduation is Buddy Week, which would be next week. But it's right around the Christmas holiday. It's late notice. What I want to do instead is we're going to do a special themed Buddy Week for that first full week of December, which is January 1st through the 8th. So Monday, January 1st through Thursday, January 8th, we're going to have Buddy Week. You bring the buddies in. I haven't decided what we'll do. Might be candy, might be balloons, might be, I don't know. We'll figure that out. I will let you know as soon as I know. That way you can encourage the buddies accordingly. But do be inviting them. If you'd like some more of the cards, we always have cards for you to give out to the buddies to bring them in. There should be a link to the buddy, um, the for the buddies to book their class as well for that week in the email that went out accompanying this video. And last thing, which I did not write on my notes. Oh, that's why I shouldn't do these live. That's why I should double check these. The last little detail, sparring gear. Next week and the week after is a little bit of a catch-all week because it's kind of between curriculums. If you have sparring gear, go ahead and bring sparring gear for the next week and a half. We might do sparring, we might not. I'm going to try and especially probably Monday and Tuesday next week, and Monday and Tuesday the week after, we'll be doing sparring in class to make sure that the kids are getting a little bit of that in since we haven't done it in class recently. So please do bring your sparring gear in if you have it. If you do not have it, come talk to me. It is not required to Orange Belt, but we can always get you on the list to have that ordered and ready for January. All right. See you soon.